tools to analyze and optimize the customer journey. And this might be my favorite part, of course, because it gives me ideas. It tells me what is working and what is not working. It is often the most important step to have clarity. All of those analytics tools are to me like a flashlight in a dark room. If I don't have that flashlight, I can maybe believe there is a black cat in this dark room. Yeah, pray for it. But I really prefer the scientific method by taking a flashlight, pointing it a direction, see, oh, there is no black cat. Let's point in that direction. Oh, there's a black cat. Yeah, let's go more in that direction and less in that. So this is the kind of tools that we're going to use are the ones that we're going to talk about in this part of this meetup. The absolute basic thing I want to get is to understand what the hell are my customers doing and where are they from. We had a complete meetup about Google Analytics. If you want to drop into that, we can maybe leave a link in the comments for that and in the Discord. So what you want to do is to analyze what they're doing, and you can see this in Google Analytics quite easily. Let me zoom in. This is, by the way, the top channel chart. If you go to acquisition and there to overview, acquisition overview, there you can see this, one of the very few charts that have actually some color in it. And this is divided into 3 sections: acquisition, behavior, and conversions. And acquisition means where they're coming from, behavior, how engaged are they, and conversion, are they doing what I want them to do? Yeah, for example, signing up, getting a ticket, purchasing something. Here you can see it is sorted by the amount of users who have come to pirateskills.com. This is real data from Pirateskills. And most of people just type in pirateskills.com. Those are the direct ones. The next biggest traffic source is social. So I should be doing more social. Organic search is not bad as well. Referral could need some more love, but especially email. Yeah, email seems to have not that much traffic, but let's see how the engagement is. Now we can see the email, that is this line here, this to this to this. You can see while it has very little traffic, it has by far the most conversions, most e-commerce conversions of all the channels. So this teaches me people who are committed enough to enter my email list, which is free, they are then much more interested after a certain period of time of trust building to buy something or to join the upcoming events. Of course, there is a big selection bias in this statement. People who have come from social media may have not ever heard of me, while people who have made the commitment to sign up to the email list maybe have heard of me several times already. So take that into consideration. So this is what Google Analytics gives me on that front. The second most important analytics tool has become Facebook Analytics. I was really surprised by that because it used to suck. It was barely usable. The pixel, everything worked, but the analytics part was bad. But up to like a Mixpanel, yeah, which is a tool that is pretty popular with mobile apps and with software as a service, web SaaS software businesses, and it's quite expensive. There was no tool that really gave me a good view on the customer journey in this kind of step-by-step funnel visualization like we can see here, where I can see how many people are actually dropping off after which step. And this is what Facebook does better than anybody else. And one of the reasons for that is that that Facebook always thinks in users, in unique users. Essentially, when you consent to using the Facebook, to accepting the Facebook pixel on any website, your Facebook ID is being transmitted with every action you take. Every page you visit, everything you click is being connected to this, everything you buy. And it doesn't matter on which website you are, if you switch your mobile device to your desktop, to your iPad, you will be tracked as that one person, except you have really weird family situations with a shared iPad and you use the iPhone of your girlfriend and something of that. Okay, that's not going to work. But for 99% of cases, this is going to be fine. And what are we looking at here? And again, this is something that only Facebook can do. This is the conversion funnel of the people who have posted a comment on any kind of post, who then visited the website and who then purchased something. And I can see this nicely divided by age group. And you can see that the age group of 25 to 34 is the best one, because it has a good chunk, not the most, but a good chunk of the comments, more than the average on the page views, but most of the purchases. Yeah, so that helps me again understand my users better, and I really love Facebook Analytics for that. Then now we already mentioned 2 analytics pixels you're supposed to install on your website and your mobile app. This gets messy really quick. I usually have the Twitter ads pixel installed. I have the LinkedIn ads pixel installed. I have Google Optimize installed, and HubSpot tracking and ActiveCampaign tracking. And it gets out of hand. And there is a tool called Google Tag Manager, which helps you to just keep all of those pixels in one place. Another alternative I already mentioned in the beginning, it was called Segment. It's a more developer-friendly, more integrated tool. Segment is, yeah, but Google Tag Manager is really usable by most marketers who have a little bit of technical affinity, but there is no need to code to use this. You just install it like Google Analytics on your website, but now you can add additional tracking pixels and keep on using the same triggers to fire them. Let's say you have a trigger for the form submission of a lead magnet. You don't want to rebuild that again and again for Twitter, for Facebook, for Google, for LinkedIn. No, you just say, this is the trigger in Google Tag Manager. And now here are 3, 4, 5, 6 pixels based on that trigger. 5 minutes of work to add another pixel on a given trigger. Yeah, so really like the Google Tag Manager for that kind of fun. And to sum this up, the 3 analytics tools I pretty much have installed by default is Google. It is just the best neutral across all channels, neutral tracking solution for web analytics, starting to be pretty good for app as well through Firebase. Then we have Facebook Analytics. And if you are using any kind of paid traffic, not having the respective analytics suite installed and a tracking pixel costs you 50% of your marketing budget. I promise. Yeah. So if you're doing Facebook and Instagram ads, it's mandatory to use Facebook Analytics, or to at least have the Facebook pixel installed in a way that you can see the results in the Ads Manager. Same for Google, same for Pinterest, same for any ad tool there is out there. Google Tag Manager to do everything. But what you're going to do now? Now you have data, but how do you get to ideas that actually make a difference? For that, you need a tool like Hotjar. Hotjar helps you to do heat maps, which shows you where people are clicking on your websites. They actually do screen recordings where it feels like you can watch over the shoulder, and it does great form tracking. I made a screenshot for Google Optimize. I'm going to show you in a second, but let me talk about Hotjar. This tool, if you can get it through your data privacy people in your company, and people actively consent to use it, it is such a treasure for all the user experience people in your team, and for yourself, of course, if you're the main guy. No analytics tools, the ones above, they tell me that something is wrong, that there is a bottleneck. But Hotjar gives me lots of ideas of what's wrong. Yeah, because I can look at user behavior. It's fascinating, no end. And now from Hotjar, now I get ideas. For example, I see they do not interact really well with my cookie banner. Yeah, or they do not seem to understand my call to actions. Now I can use a tool like Google Optimize to change the user experience without any code and do an A/B test and get the results. Is that call to action better than this? Is this cookie banner, does it have a higher consent rate than this? And We talked about this at length in the last meetup about personalization, so feel free to check that one out.